We live.
Yeah, they live. They popping up now.
Instagram, InstaFeed is what I use.
Yeah, we getting to it. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. We getting ready to gear up here in a second. We just getting ready to push these live feeds out to everyone. Welcome everybody to this conversation. What we doing here? What's happening? Me and Kelby finna get ready to have a discussion about a couple of things that's been going on, a couple of little quick topics that we've been seeing that's got y'all up in y'all feelings with all y'all opinions. You know what I'm saying? Kelby, what up though?
Chilling out. Like, hold on, let me get this bike right.
Alright.
I ain't came over here. I ain't adjusted nothing and shit. Yo.
Right. So what's going on, man?
Shout out to Certified Guap Boy. Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Mic check. That better? Yeah,
All right.
There we go. I'm a loudmouth.
Okay.
G checking in. Garrick Thomas was good.
What's good? What's happening, man?
Yo, Happy New Year.
Yes. This is our first episode of the new year of 2023, and I think really this year we really gonna get it up and get everything
Get
really
together.
up and running, because like 2022 was literally like, what are we doing here? We're trying to figure out what exactly we were doing here. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely got it together now, and 2023 is gonna be dope. But happy New Year to everyone. I hope you guys had a productive just first week or so of the year. I hope last year was great for you too, by the way. If it wasn't, then you got a new clock, you know what I'm saying, to try to get things together and get things right. Did you make any resolutions, Kelby? Are you a resolutions person?
Man, get to it. Like, I don't do it at the New Year. Like every day, when I was like, man.
Oh, here we go.
Listen.
He one of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, why y'all always talking about nigga stay out the jail? Listen, man, come on, man. Did you make a New Year's resolution? All right, we know you work hard all year. Did you make a New Year's resolution?
I don't work hard all year.
Okay.
I don't. Like, sometimes I be fucking up. Sometimes I be slacking off. Like, you
Right.
see how late we are with opening this motherfucker.
Okay.
And so it's just like anytime, like whenever I'm like yo, I feel like from accounting, you got a calendar year, you got a fiscal year. You can set the year whenever you want to. So like I be in the middle of like we start playing in South by Southwest like in August.
Right.
Like, so for me, it's just like I just be trying to refocus. The top of the year is always a good time to refocus because a lot of people are doing it. So
Right.
you get on the same page with your people. But just for me personally, I don't have no personal resolutions.
Okay.
Like me and Kim set some goals for the business this year and a couple things that we want to do this year.
All right.
But just like on a personal level, like I'm
never
just
do.
happy to see another one. Like
That's
bro,
kind of
like,
where
I
I'm
ain't
at with it
even
too.
gonna lie.
I mean, I'm a mental resolutions guy. I don't necessarily just blurt them out loud. It's like,
Right.
yeah, but this I got to get on it this year, even though I tell myself that. But it's probably better to do
Right.
stuff out loud. People tell me it's better to do those what do you call them, vision boards and stuff like
Yeah.
that. When you visually see, I'm not that kind of person, but
Yo,
you know what I'm
gotta
saying?
All right, so I think we in the same boat.
Right.
I feel like
You probably
it
should.
feel a little corny.
Don't that shit feel extra lame? But I know it's not
It's
though.
like,
I'm not
it's
saying
powerful.
Yeah,
No, it's like
visualizing
it's
something.
just-
Yeah,
but it's like that ain't what I grew up like. That ain't the culture that I grew up in. This
culture.
affirmations
This culture.
and to do the.
This
It's
culture.
just like grew up like yo, you just do that shit. Like either
Right.
you do it or you don't do it. The self talk, like the vision board, like and see, I think that's better. Like I think that's stuff that women do.
Oh shit.
No.
Because I
didn't say that.
definitely
I
have
didn't
a
say
vision
that.
board.
I didn't say that. Blizm didn't say that. Kelby said that.
I have a vision board.
Yes.
Of course, Kim does. We're joined by Kim, by the way.
Hey, it's
Kim
just Kim.
It's just Kim. She's
Women
producing
are
the show.
supportive.
Put my horns in. Hand clap. Ooh.
Yo, you know what?
Thank y'all for having me, even though Kelby didn't introduce me.
No. I like to take a moment to introduce my lovely wife.
Kim.
This is, hey, it's just Kim.
Hey.
Because she's producing the show on the back, but she gets to chime in when you say ridiculous, misogynistic shit like that,
No,
Kelby.
that's like, no, this is
Yeah.
this is because
Shine a light on it.
women support each other more Like, and it's like I think it's more publicly acceptable for women to be striving for greater, to be in development. As a man, you got to pretend that you already together, like in society. Because if I see any form of weakness that you display as a man,
having goals is a form of weakness.
like, I mean, you ain't got it.
I'm trying to get it, nigga.
Every time, listen, watch how niggas be talking. Niggas be like, check on your good friend, check on your friend that's strong because he might be going through something. Talking about themselves, because they can't just say, "Hey, nigga, I need help."
They can say it.
Like, it always got to be in the third person. Even when we talking about the comment like mental health, when we talking about all these different things, it's always the post is in third person because it still got to be removed from me as the poster. Is it when we're talking culture and convos, what are we doing here? Is it because we black? Is it because is that a black man problem or is it a male problem?
I
think it's a male problem.
I don't think white
Y'all
men
think
have
white
a problem
men
with
just
vision
sit around
boards.
talking about their feelings?
Huh?
Y'all think white men just sit around talking about their feelings and their dreams?
Man, white men just as toxic as us.
I'm just saying.
More so.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
So.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, maybe I need more white friends. That's what this whole conversation is bringing out right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe I need more white friends, but I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I think that there's a valid point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Checking people do it in the third person. They really be talking about their damn self, not just in that particular post, but all the time.
Whenever it comes to,
but I don't feel like I stopped short of saying having a vision board or just kind of visualizing your goals or writing them down and doing all that is something for chicks. Like,
no, I said as
that's
a
what
man.
You said.
No, I did say that.
Yeah.
Because I said it feels as a man, it feels corny. It doesn't congeal with. All right, I gotta go out here and put on and be this when I'm walking in the world. Like, you feel me? And it's like, man, what was it? Fuck. It was I was talking to someone. It was like over the break. But we was just having this conversation, just like as a man, how you got to present yourself in the world. You got to be together.
Yes.
Be sharp. You got to be on point.
Yeah, we're definitely not black, white, whatever. We're definitely not. We're not allowed to. Well, we can, but it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon, and we show vulnerability.
You do a lot of shit that you're not allowed to.
Right. If we show vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Being vulnerable out and open is not a good thing. Like a guy crying at a movie. Come on, come on. If I cry at a movie, either I'm gay, and they'll call me gay first of all.
Oh
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That's too masculine.
That's the first thing they're gonna say. This gay ass nigga right here. You know what I'm saying?
Masculinity.
No. I mean, no. That's all. That's not toxic.
Like
if I cry at a movie, I ain't talking about. No.
Emotions is synonymous.
Now listen, hold on, fam. I ain't talking about if I cry like tragically, somebody dies or whatever, and I show them. I'm talking about at a movie. If I cry at a movie, come on, fam.
You ain't got no heart.
Come on.
God damn, bro.
You can't even write down your goals, nigga, without fucking feeling some type of way. What are you talking about?
No,
he
but
can't even write his goals down or say them out loud without feeling some kind of way.
But I think I visualize men when they express emotions or some shit, then their homeboys be like, niggas get shot every day, B.
Right. Soft ass nigga. Crying
nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, because I mean, and we had a discussion before we started the show about, you know, as a black man, we're parents, we got kids, and we were talking about, you know, what counseling, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How over the holidays for Christmas, I was blessed to have all my kids, you know, my kids, my natural kids, my kids from my wife, all of our kids were at their dinner, and 2 of them brought their girlfriends, boyfriends. Nice. So we had a table full of 20-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? We had a table full of 20-year-olds, right? And me and my wife, and we're the only ones there. And the conversation we started talking about, you know what I'm saying? Conversation, you know, we just had a family conversation, and I realized while I was at the table that everybody at the table except me and my wife had to go through some counseling. Actually, let me check that, because my wife went to counseling a long time ago for a traumatic event. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't imagine sitting around a table with my family or a group of 20-something-year-old, anybody, family or friends, And everybody at the table has been to like counseling before. This generation don't mind going to counseling. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, all of y'all, I just realized my kids, our kids together, their boyfriends, all of them been to counseling for some shit. And I ain't never been to counseling a day in my life. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
Gen
ever.
X. I'm millennial. I'm open to counseling. I haven't been to counseling,
I was like,
but
it was
I'm
just
open
weird
to
that
it. But
everybody been to counseling
here's the
for
thing.
some shit.
Here's the thing, though. Like, think about this shit. Think about, like, you hired an electrician, right?
Yeah, I have before actually.
Exactly. And you can figure out how to probably wire some shit. You can watch some YouTube videos and probably figure out how to safely wire some shit.
I did that one time.
Right.
Yeah, I put my own bulbs in and a new switch in. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah,
so let's look at this life thing.
Uh-huh.
This life thing is a pretty fragile thing, and none of us have ever done it before. And so it might be good to have some outside counsel, like
professionally.
some professional counsel. Like, hey, you want to make sure that's grounded.
Listen, I'm not, and I don't, and I know it's gonna be a whole bunch of people that will jump on my head because black mental health with the black community is a thing.
It isn't.
So I'm not trying to make
it isn't. It's a hashtag. These niggas is fucking liars. Fucking liars. Don't none of y'all care. Like, all y'all with
What
your
side you on?
hashtag.
Now you confusing
No.
me. What
Listen,
side you on?
I firmly believe in like I really care about mental issues, mental wellness, like in our community. Like these motherfuckers who be posting about this shit really don't. Like it be like so most of this shit is pageantry. Like most of these niggas who be talking about mental health and mental wellness and all that shit. But then like nigga, how are you living your life? Like because like you'll say at one right here we care about this thing, and then everything that you're doing contradicts you caring about that thing.
About mental health?
About mental health, about a lot of issues.
Okay.
So, but
we'll
stick to mental health. Go ahead.
The point of this, of what I was saying was,
All right, you was at the table.
It was at the table.
With all these 20-year-olds.
And everybody's been to counseling, and I'm just sitting there looking like, what the fuck is wrong? This generation is just so different. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I could have been sitting at a table with all my friends and family from both sides, and nobody probably would have went to counseling if I was in my 20s. Like, none of us. So I found that was kind of eye-opening. Like, this generation of abundance, especially these Generation Z, they don't mind talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, why don't you go to counseling?
They mind working.
And they looking at me like, why? I told you, I was telling you and Kim, my daughter tried to get me to go to family counseling. Oh, that's a hard fucking no.
That's social media.
Listen, they mind
Because they so
working,
used to sharing their feelings. What's on your mind?
Because
That's
they
what
got
I'm
real
saying.
friends.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the other thing. You did have counseling. You had homies. You had a real.
I couldn't
friend.
counsel. No, wait a
you had
minute.
a real friend.
Nigga, we could not talk to our fucking friends about shit that was dealing that deep internal shit.
No.
And that's where the conversation started.
But you had support there. Like you had whatever you like. You know, like nigga,
I had niggas that had me the blunt.
You know, it's shit that like
Nigga, yeah, nigga here.
Nigga.
That's
like
what it
nigga,
was.
that's a family
That was
session.
therapy. That was therapy.
That was therapy.
Yeah, nigga here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Pass that shit. That was our therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Like I get like this generation don't have real friends. Like
It's probably
like,
hard to have,
in the social
different.
media age.
You know,
All these motherfuckers like because so much of like just think about like the shit that they do to each other. Like I'm gonna take a moment, like I'm gonna do a prank video. So I'm gonna put concerted effort into embarrassing you, then post it to see how many people I can get to see this shit.
prank's been around before.
No. But today, in this day, the back half of that shit, nigga.
Right.
Not because we laughing, we having fun, it was fun for us. Nigga, I'm getting this video so that I can put it on the internet. And in hopes that this shit go viral.
Right.
In hopes that millions of people see me embarrass the fuck out of you.
Yeah, you know.
What kind of friendship is that?
That's the same thing with fights and everything like that. It's like that's why
That goes to
and dancing.
Old Girl in Mexico.
Yeah, and Old Girl in Mexico and
That
dancing.
goes to Old Girl in Mexico. What's her name? Shanquella. Like,
Yeah.
motherfucker just typing this shit.
Yeah.
Like
You ain't gonna fight back, Shanquella.
and got commentary for this shit.
Right.
Like, that's the type of friends that they had. They just don't know what extent they will go to.
And to take it to some industry shit, because we know we kind of dip on that all the time.
Okay.
I feel like that's why they don't dance in clubs anymore. I feel like that's why now when you go to a club, everybody just sits around in a section with a hookah. They literally build clubs without dance floors now. It's just all sections.
Yep.
And they don't want to
There's
dance
couches.
because sometimes you make a fucking fool of yourself dancing. You know what I'm saying? Because some motherfuckers people couldn't dance, but nobody
Niggas
cared.
still can't dance.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared because there was nobody there that was able to film it and then show it the next day. Or
Yeah.
if you was over in the corner twerking, getting hunched on or whatever, if you went at the club, you ain't see it that night, especially in Florida. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because, we had them in the counter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, you can't do that now, and I feel like it changed everything. But is it social media or is it the video, the cell phone, all of it together?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? All of it together
All
changed
of
everything.
Well, see, here's the thing. You don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. My wife don't do that shit.
We didn't come
Like,
up in that generation.
Right. Like, because we have principles. We have, like, I ain't about to.
I don't know,
being-
but I don't know. We can't listen. I'm gonna tell you, Hunter. I listen.
You
I
know-
don't know if we would have been grew up with it, how
No, that-
we
but-
would be.
But that's what I'm
we
saying.
didn't grow up with
But we
it.
got our principles from how we grew up.
Right.
See, they grew up in this cesspool. They grew up in this bullshit. They grew up in this, I could be famous for just posting some shit, or they think that they make money off of some shit that don't make money. Like, yo, talking about the fucking using lyrics in court cases, nigga. Like, all right, like a real motherfucker from the streets would never think to let me incriminate myself on tape. like, oh man, I'll write a statement. Just give
Right.
me a beat.
Right.
What the fuck?
Some kind of way we got back on Young Thug
Right.
on the low. Good luck to you, homie. You gonna
Oh,
need it, bro.
man. Yo,
you gonna
these
need it. This
niggas.
you gonna need it. Look, Thug need. You
Bro,
gonna need
listen.
luck, hopes and prayers to you, homie, because you gonna.
What's snitching?
Huh?
What's snitching?
What gunning them the whole YSL?
And we was
It's
talking
snitching.
about how
Shit. The whole
everybody
clique.
snitching except Lucci.
Look, you know what?
The only person who ain't talking on Thug.
I
is
don't
Lucci.
know. I've not seen all the paperwork, so I'm not gonna sit here and say what Lucci did and didn't do. However, out of all of these people that we've been discussing, Lucci is the only person I've actually met and interviewed personally myself,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I'm
met
just
Thug
saying,
and I met Lucci.
I never met Thug. I met Lucci. He was a good dude. I hate everything that happened to him because he before he got on, how motherfuckers change once they get on, which I think he probably did. It changed everybody that fame. But I met him right before he popped off, and he was a humble, good dude. He just wanted to be a rapper. He just wanted to get on, and I got the interview on YouTube right now. He was cool. Then that shit came, that fame came, that money came, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? He pushing niggas out the car. They got shot. Shit just going left. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man. I don't know what Lucci said, and I don't want to talk about his paperwork. But we do know what them YSL niggas said because they was in court and that shit was on video. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
ma'am.
So
That shit-
ain't no
that shit's
goddamn
in a
ain't no
PDF,
ain't,
nigga. You
ain't no fucking talking. They got them way out there. What the fuck they said? 'Cause that shit, everybody know what they said.
Everybody heard that.
Everybody got the paperwork for that. So I don't know what the hell. You know what I'm saying?
That shit
They
on
was telling.
title, nigga.
Yeah, they talking. So ain't no getting out of that, partner. You know what I'm saying? All street certifications have been revoked.
But that's the thing.
See, yeah, and that's,
Not really,
that's,
though.
that's
Yeah.
social.
Not really though. I'm just
Social
saying.
media is making things that had a stigma on it, making it more acceptable at therapy and the snitching.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
if we can
that's
if we can reach a mass of people and tell them, hey, this snitching shit is okay,
Yeah.
then that's a grassroots campaign for snitching.
Yeah.
It's
But
like, yo, you don't want to go to jail for some shit. You
I
want to?
moved down here and they niggas was selling stop snitching shirts. You
Yes.
remember them?
Yeah.
Like that was a thing.
Yeah.
And that was banging them. Like
Right.
that was everybody had them. Everybody was buying them. Niggas was wearing them.
Yeah. And the niggas weren't wearing them in jail though.
We got listen. So it's a
The motherfuckers that was
the
actually in jail.
2023 model is the
Hey.
I'm snitching. I'm gonna do the same design.
Not
I'm
me. I ain't
snitching.
wearing
He's snitching. We all snitching.
I ain't wearing that shirt. I ain't wearing that shirt. Fuck that shirt.
Oh, that's
All
the 2023 remix.
Speaking of rappers, since we already segued over into these rappers and Atlanta rappers and fucking shit shows, what I want to know what the hell we doing here when you got motherfuckers. Let's talk about the whole Big Scar, the artist that got killed that was signed to 1017. Yeah, well, he overdosed.
What part of that you want? What part you want to start at?
I want to start at the part. First of all, I mean, condolences to his family and everything. You know what I'm saying? He died young. Whatever happened to him? They say what he overdosed from?
Accidental overdose.
Accidental? Was it fentanyl?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fentanyl.
Always.
And they also did. I think they pretty much said that's what it was with Gangsta Boo too, right?
That's
Yeah.
what I
You feel
heard.
what I'm saying? All right, listen. I don't understand. I want to know why his family, first of all, felt like Gucci was obligated to pay for his funeral, which is a nice gesture. If I was rich and that was my artist, I would do it too. You feel what I'm saying? I would pay for the funeral, but the family was popping off on social media about the fact that he first of all, they said he didn't pay for anything. Okay, Gucci's wife came out and brung receipts, so now we know that's
Right.
not true.
Run them
They
receipts.
ran him 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? For the record, I've had to help bury family members and stuff like that. I know for a fact you can have a funeral for $10,000. Period. No, nobody.
That was my question.
Unless you've actually had to pay for a funeral yourself, which I've had to. When my grandmama died, you feel what I'm saying? My pops just died 2 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? I know what
Yeah.
funerals cost. I know what costs what. So all these people that's talking about funeral costs and all that. We ain't talking about you riding down the street in a gold carriage and all this other kind of gold casket or whatever the fuck ever. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to have a nice casket and all that, you can get it done. You feel me? I don't know what kind of plot you think you're gonna have or what kind of headstone, but you can get a casket, a headstone, and have a service for $10,000. That's the bottom fucking line. You feel what I'm saying? So, first of all, it was that Gucci they didn't get no money, but come to find out they did. Then the 10 grand they gave wasn't enough. I just want to know where motherfucker get off. Now I understand your family member is dead and you upset.
Right.
And you feel like somebody owe you some sort of explanation, even though he technically killed himself. It was an accident. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not even about a family member or something. You feel what I'm saying? Owing something. You feel me? But at the same time, I don't understand why they were mad that he didn't do what they expected he should do with his money, even though he did do something and he went above and beyond. Because if I die right now and I got a job, my employer ain't finna just kick me 10 grand. You feel what I'm saying?
I want a number.
If I die right now and I got a job, any other kind of job in the world, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get money from the company to bury me. They're gonna say, that's my responsibility, my family responsibility. I should have had life insurance, burial insurance, which is two separate things for y'all that don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Gucci was not, to my opinion, obligated to do what he did. Just because that was his artist. Because basically that was his employer. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's basically his employer. All right? Because just like he had an overdose or whatever, but Gucci ain't gonna get whatever back that he invested in his career. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
But hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
So I was really just like, what the fuck? In the first place, the audacity of a motherfucker to feel like you owe it to give these people this money.
But
That's what I'm
this
saying.
the
I
thing,
want a
no, no, no,
number.
no,
I
no,
want to
here's
know
what
how
you gotta
much they
ask.
want.
Did Gucci say? Because celebrities jump in and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna."
That's what I was
And
thinking
so,
too.
like, that's the
said
thing.
If he said it, his partner said, yeah, he gonna look out for him and pay for the funeral. Okay, if I say I'm gonna pay for the funeral and I give you 10 grand, I pay for the funeral.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Here's what.
No.
Atlantic,
If I
Atlantic
pay for the
kicked-
funeral.
Wait. Atlantic kicked in 10 grand too, so it's a total of 20.
That's more than enough for the funeral
But
to pay for.
here's what like what going to your point, because then it was like because his dad came out and kind of like cleaned up what his sister had said, and some other shit was like, nah, they took care, they sent 10,000
Right.
to the funeral, and then Atlantic kicked in and appreciate all them. The
Right.
real shit didn't have to do that, and then I took care of what else we had to put the last 40,000 in. And I'm
The
like,
last 40,000. I want to know, bro.
I was like, what? Like, I almost died. They almost had to kick in 10 for me.
40,000. I want to know what the fuck kind of funeral this
Nigga,
was.
a $60,000 funeral.
Ain't no way, my boy. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all can say callous, whatever, bruh.
60,000?
60,000 for a funeral?
I want to know
funeral?
if it's a struggle to pay for the funeral. Then why
Ain't no fucking
are
way.
you using $60K to pay for the funeral and you still need money?
Period. You feel what I'm saying?
So I want to know the number. How much do they want
didn't
him to
pay
give?
those 60. They didn't pay it. That's what I'm
How
saying.
much they want?
They ain't pay it. That 60 grand ain't go to no damn funeral. Ain't no way.
That.
I need them to show some receipts.
Shada want cash.
Yeah.
Hold on. Atlantic gave you
The
this,
only way
and you
his
put in
funeral
another 40.
cost- the only way his funeral cost $60,000.
Ain't no way.
If they buried him with $50,000.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's the conversations online was so completely crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because people talking these wild numbers as if I'm thinking to myself, y'all don't know nobody that ever died in y'all life. Like I understand if you're a young person and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't never had to actually go into it and sit down with the funeral director and talk about cost. I done had to do this shit twice in the past 6 years. With my dad, with my pops and my grandmama. You feel what I'm saying? Right? So I know that I had to have a conversation to actually look at the bill. So that's why can't nobody talk crazy to me and talk stupid to me like I'm fucking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ain't no what the fuck kind of funeral you had for $60,000.
That's a lot.
You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to Risa Cup.
That's just completely just crazy. So I didn't understand. And back to the point of it being culture and convos. That's some nigga shit. This is all some nigga shit. All of this whole situation is some nigga shit. Expecting that Gucci have to do it, then lying and saying he didn't do it, then getting the fucking money, and then on top of that saying you put another 40. All of this is some nigga shit. All of it.
But what you expect from niggas?
I'm just saying. And it's like, and you got all these niggas chiming in as if they don't understand.
Niggas gon' nig.
We in the comments, they could have cremated him for $1K and kept the rest.
I mean, yeah, I don't tell people about
cremation.
I don't tell people about cremation because that's a personal choice.
It is.
You feel what I'm saying? Everybody don't depending on what your religious beliefs and everything is. That's why I didn't say because if it been up to me, his ass would have got cremated. If I'd have been Gucci, y'all talking all the crazy shit. What? You know what I'm saying? Get it how you live. Because I don't have to do nothing. Everything I'm doing out of love.
Here's one thing I say though. And like, so this is the amazing thing. So y'all won't, but anyone who
doesn't make any
Gucci,
sense.
Gucci to pay for it would feel like he should have paid for it. He should have paid. It wasn't enough and all that stuff. And it'd be like, I seen some comments from some niggas. I'm like, you the same niggas who be talking about the industry, like all these conspiracy theories.
Oh
and shit.
yeah, he killed him for the
Like,
life insurance.
Or
Somebody asked about life insurance in the comments.
So the labels are like nefarious when they put life insurance on a motherfucker, but then when the motherfucker dies, they supposed to just come in and pay.
Exactly.
It ain't worth it unless
Now,
it's
if y'all
your
find,
pocket.
bro, if they, God forbid, they find out Gucci actually does have life insurance on these niggas.
But
if he actually does have life insurance on his artist, which is a sound fucking financial.
why wouldn't you have life insurance?
Cause at that point, then they're gonna say Gucci gave him the fucking fentanyl or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how crazy it's gonna get.
See, what had happened was
they're gonna say, bro,
the
you don't
real
think
Gucci escaped. See, that clone Gucci.
Oh yeah, that's
the real
Gucci. That's not
was
even the real
battling.
Gucci. It's the
and
fake
so
Gucci.
these is clone art. These industry plants that the clone Gucci did.
But what we don't think about is like how the life insurance is supposed to cover the funeral expenses and all this stuff that, you know, the person that died need to take care of. But I forgot what I was saying.
Listen,
go ahead.
No. Because of the life insurance thing. Someone. I saw one comment that kind of makes sense, right? In the grand scheme of things, if we being 100, and we talking about black folks, white folks, whatever. Let's just be real. That dude was 20-something years old.
Yeah.
In my 20s, I sure as hell didn't have no life insurance and wasn't thinking about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because in your 20s, you feel fucking invincible. Right. You know what I mean? That's why you feel like you can snort and ingest and drink whatever the hell you want to do with no repercussions.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so he was at an age where he went that one on his brain. It should have been, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Normally, the couple people who I knew who didn't have to have a fish fry that died when we was our age in the 20s, the ones who didn't have the fish fry and get some help was the ones who mamas and daddies had a policy on them. Who was smart enough to have a policy on their kids because their kid was out here wilding.
But the business should have insurance because they still got to. What if he had contracts out that need to be paid? Like it's all kind of shit that got to be paid for. He got advances. Like they put money out for.
A record label need to have insurance on their artists if they can afford that premium. Point blank. Period. Especially when your artist is out here wilding the fuck out on whatever level. Right. Whether it's known drug use, whether it's known gang affiliations, whatever. Yeah. Put a policy on their ass, and I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that's capping ain't investing in nobody, but they ain't investing in their goddamn own life insurance. Let alone worry about what the hell a business got to handle when it come down to these fucking artists. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I found out that was a normal thing, I was like, that actually made perfect sense to somebody like me, the way my brain operates. Yeah. But to the rest of them, this clone
if
alien
makes
Gucci.
Sense, then let's talk about this NFL situation.
Yeah.
Like, because business is business.
Okay.
Life different.
How much? Okay,
How much
so
of a stinking capitalist are you?
Are you? Because I am not a stinking capitalist. You know what I'm saying?
So is the average basic life insurance policy only pays out $20 to $60K. How much should a label life insurance policy be?
Depends on how much money they make.
How much their artist worth?
That's the average. That's a basic life insurance policy. But we ain't dealing with base people if you touring around the world. See, if you live in a certain kind of lifestyle, you gonna pay a different kind of premium and get more because it's riskier. You feel what I'm saying? Just like the older that you get.
Well, it's the value of it. Like I can get a life insurance policy on a painting. Period. Like it don't have to be a Van Gogh or nothing. It's just something that I value.
An insurance policy, not life insurance.
Insurance.
Yeah.
There's an insurance policy.
Right.
You can get an insurance policy on anything that you want to insure to mitigate the risk that it gets stolen, damaged, whatever. And they're gonna actuary? They have to figure out what it's worth, all that, and how much the policy is gonna be. So it's like you hear about celebrities getting goddamn life or insurance policies on their legs, on different things.
Athletes all the time. Yeah.
And so it's like this thing itself has a value that has to be calculated. So if you look at the individual as an artist, it's not their life, they're a business. They're a content creator, they're a brand. The brand, a certain component of the brand is dying. The potential to make new content, the potential to tour.
Right.
And if I have all these things vested, like we fucking, $20 million into a $40 million budget for a film.
Right.
And you die, like that's a problem.
That's why I acted, so I mean, and the same person asked if he was a young artist, how much would the true value be? I don't know, because I never even really heard of the artist until he passed away, honestly. So I don't know how many shows he was doing and whatnot or what have you. But I will tell you this: his potential, what he could make, because he was locked in with Gucci Mane, who's a known person who can get artists popping. The Atlantic was in a situation. That's why they also cut the check. He probably could have ended up making millions. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna get the policy on them, and depending on how much Gucci done paid to develop them, paid for videos, paid to promote them, and all that,
into them?
I'm looking at just slapping, $1 million policy on them. Just if I can afford the premium, which you probably can.
Really,
you feel me?
It's a because like insurance is legalized gambling. Let's just be very clear on that. It's legalized. It's legalized. I'm paying on the
why? But see, gambling. I mean,
on gambling, you're hoping that the odds go in your favor to make a return. In insurance, in the event that the odds go against your favor, you see a return.
I guess so.
It's legalized.
You can play with the words and say yeah.
That's all this shit is.
You know what I'm saying?
Instead of a come up, it's like it's just you're paying to avoid a loss instead of paying to try to get a win.
Okay, so so with that being said, it just makes sense. You feel me? That you would do that to protect that commodity. You know what I'm saying? To cover it, because we insure our cars, we don't complain.
Yeah.
We insure our homes, we don't complain.
Yeah, in your 20s you did.
Well, I mean,
that's why niggas always.
But that's why that's why all these people talking about why he ain't have life insurance. I'm like, nigga, he 20 something. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Like he 20 something years old. He out here wilding. Yeah. I didn't have a life insurance policy on myself in my 20s either. So I'm not gonna sit on my fucking high horse acting like that's the norm. But Gucci having a policy on him, or even his mama and them having a policy on him, was not far-fetched, because that's how they used to do it back in. Your mama used to have insurance on your ass, especially if you was out here doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know you was out here wild in the street. I'm gonna get a policy on your ass. Because you ain't gonna have me out here fucked up, going broke, trying to bury your crazy ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My grandma had policies on all kind of family members.
Yeah.
Cash couple of men. You know what I'm saying?
Someone says, so should labels require artists to have a life insurance policy? I mean,
they don't. If I'm the label, I'm going to put the policy on.
My own policy.
Because first of all, when they're adults, you have to sign it.
Yeah.
You have to let them know. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just go out and just because if that was the case, I can just go out and get a policy on Jay-Z right now. So they got to know about the policy. They got to sign paperwork.
No, they don't.
Huh? Yes, a certain kind of policies. Do you have to?
Yeah. You just
certain
need
kind of
Social
policies,
Security number.
certain kind of policies with certain amounts of money. Guess the fuck they do, especially if they're an adult.
Certain
You feel what I'm saying?
amount,
Because if that's the case, I can just go out and say, let me just get a policy on Beyonce just in case. You know what I'm saying? For $5 million.
Legalize gambling.
You feel what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
when she die,
Yeah.
oh, I got no. That's not how it works.
Come at Netflix.
Ask somebody
The
who does
Death
life
Lottery.
insurance. You actually have to get people to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you get a certain amount and a certain kind of policies, which is, you know, they're gonna make you, you know what I'm saying? You can get some little cheap ass shit, burial insurance, something like that. But the real policies that really pay out, you got to have if their social security number. Now you got how you gonna get the information. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you gonna steal it. You feel what I'm saying? But the point is, the person says, so should they require an artist to have a life insurance? I'm gonna tell the artist, listen, I'm getting an insurance policy on you. If you don't sign it, I'm not gonna fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
But
know what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
personal decision.
You ain't gotta sign it.
No,
It ain't gotta-
that's
it's
personal
a
life
decision
insurance.
as an A&R to sign your ass.
Yeah.
No. And that
You know what I'm
could be-
saying? I can not sign you too,
Here's
because
the- here's the
especially
thing
if you out
is-
here with the bullshit.
Here's the question, because like this thing, that's a clause in the contract. Anyway, that could be like a stipulation in the contract.
It probably is.
Yeah, so like
I ain't never read
that's
these
it.
niggas' contracts.
Yeah,
It might
like,
be in
that's
there.
Like so when they be hearing about people having insurance, like motherfucker, we're about to invest $2 million into you.
Right.
Like that's something like, and that's like even when we're talking about
Why would you not want to have that, though?
him and his potential earnings
Mm-hmm.
is like what they've already invested to get to the point where you start earning anything.
Right.
And so it's like that go into like I said, this shit, like, to me, I just like, this is just another, it's gambling on the reverse. But it's like, so it's all based on, it's just like stocks and companies and all this shit. It's
First of
all
all,
based on what someone values it at.
First of all, and this to be clear about the way insurance works, because insurance policies are the number one ways that white people have been passing down generational wealth to their kids for years. We need to be getting these policies. We should have these policies. This is something that we need to be doing, period, in life.
Break that
Let
bread for
alone
that $1
talk
million
about the damn-
policy.
Huh?
Break that bread for that $1 million policy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? What if something happened?
Ain't nobody see
Something
that.
will happen though.
can't-
I know
yeah.
what if, nigga, it's happening.
Right.
Just when.
Even if you got one of them ones and the person actually lives a long life, at least you ain't got to worry about burying them. You may have a little
Yeah.
change when your mom and pops die or whatever. So everybody should just, period.
That
But
shit
it's asinine. But here's the thing,
It's so
because
far up the road.
but I know, but I'm just saying, like
Like,
because
you
my
know,
job don't have an
Fuck that.
insurance
We gonna
policy
try to
on
get
me.
a rapper to pay for this shit. Like,
Right.
fuck all that insurance shit. Gucci got it. He should pay for it.
And that's my point. They was on some nigga shit. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? See, that's not that was some nigga shit right there.
they
Like,
trying to come up.
he should, because he got it. Yeah, he got it, but he ain't got to do nothing. And I don't feel like if he did it, it was a plus. It was a love.
Yeah.
Now,
the
the
problem
only
for me.
thing is if he actually called them and said, "I got it, I pay for the funeral."
Or if he was online, like, niggas be,
Yeah.
just
But-
all out in public.
But if he gave you $10,000, he paid for a funeral.
He
Yeah.
did.
He ain't paid for the funeral that you felt like your people needed to have. But I guarantee you, that
didn't
nigga
pay
get
for
put
it
in the
either.
ground in a casket with a headstone for $10,000 motherfucking dollars.
Yeah.
I got whatever, and anybody don't disagree with that nigga, you ain't never buried nobody.
What state is he
See, but they want
He
to
was from
use
Memphis, wasn't he?
They want to use that as their life insurance.
Huh?
They want him to give cash so they can use that as the life insurance because they don't have a policy on them. Otherwise, this shit wouldn't be
That's why I
a
said
big
this
deal.
whole
This whole thing is
is some-
because
it's
I
some
want
rapping,
Gucci to give me
hip-hop nigga
cash.
shit.
So
This is
Wait.
discussion is ridiculous
So,
to
hold
me.
on, wait. So, here's the thing. Consider this. He was the insurance policy.
yeah,
Like, for the family. Like, he was the baited.
That's how that go.
everything. And
Yeah.
yeah, so now he's gone. You don't just want something to cover the burial. Like, you
want something to cover your life.
Like, your loss from.
Yeah, nigga, I want a lot of
shit.
shit, but what you deserve and what you
Yeah.
think you need to have is
Right.
two different things. You feel me?
it's
You know what I'm
just
saying?
an
And that's why I'm just like,
unfortunate situation.
that's why I'm just like, the whole thing is like, I read this shit, I'm like, wait a minute. And at first, when it first came out, I was like, damn. When I first heard it, I didn't hear about the conversation where they were saying Gucci said he gonna pay for it. They was just like, he need to pay for it. He ain't doing it. I'm like, hold on, wait.
See, I ain't heard that he said it. I don't know. That
I,
he
somebody
said
said one of the friends, one of the family members said that Gucci told him, yeah, he gonna pay for it. So at first it was like, oh, he said at first it was like he gonna going back on his word. So then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, Gucci ain't got to, but if Gucci got it, I can understand if he really. But I don't know how close he is to this artist because he signed in 1017. Don't necessarily mean
You
they run
family,
around hanging
yeah.
homeboys no
Man,
more. I don't
it's
know.
Like,
You know
how
what I'm
many
saying?
people are signed in 1017? Like, they can't.
That's
all
what I'm
be
saying.
homeboys.
Again, that goes back to our conversation about these black record labels being really glorified cliques, being ran like glorified cliques instead of actual record labels, actual businesses. You feel what I'm saying? Because when shit like this happen, everybody want to make it a clique situation, a clique feel. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just click. You know what I'm saying? But then when your ass get indicted and everybody getting RICO charges, oh, it's just a business. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Pick a motherfucking side, nigga. You running the business, or you got to click. You feel what I'm saying? And this been going on. This is black independent owned labels been happening.
Your Honor.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's just a whole nother discussion. But yeah, you know what I mean? I just felt like when it first came out, I was like, the audacity. And I seen the first post I saw was his sister, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm reading this. I'm like,
But-
I don't know everything. But she really sounded like this nigga really owed it to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah,
pay
that
for
nigga ain't
that.
owe nothing. Then immediately after that, Gucci wife posted the receipts. We did get some money.
Yeah.
And then I ain't even know Atlanta gave him some money. So, but she said we gave him 10 grand. At that point, I was like, oh, what the fuck else they want? You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact you can bury a person with a decent funeral in a church with a casket and a headstone for $10,000.
But here's the thing, Blizm, you kind of skirted on my question.
What's the question?
Because I was like when it comes to life and death and the sanctity of life and just, you know, do you make leeway for that?
What are you talking about?
Like the fact that they lost somebody, and so the money.
That's why I said they just
doesn't-
mad right
it
now.
doesn't-
They
it
just
doesn't-
talking crazy.
it
They just
doesn't-
upset because he dead.
So
That's why, because none of this
kick-
makes
they
sense.
could kick.
None of it
You don't
makes
think
sense.
Gucci got 60,000? They
Bruh.
could kick them.
Bruh.
Could Gucci not have covered the whole thing?
What?
Do you think that Gucci
10
could
grand should have covered the whole thing. That's my point.
But you listen, if I'm gonna take you out to lunch, right, and we go out to lunch, and it come to $80,
Yeah.
like, and I said I'm taking you out to lunch, and I was like, oh man, I plan on spending 20, and I just leave 20, and I'll leave.
When if we pulled up to if we didn't pull up to McDonald's, if we didn't pull up to the McDonald's looking for a 4 for $4, I know damn well it wasn't finna cost no $20. So
But
again,
but you could eat. But then I could rationalize. Well, a person could eat for $20.
and you could also bury somebody for 10 grand.
That's the point that I'm making. So yes.
Yeah. That's my point.
So is it not wrong for me to like if I can pay the bill, the $80 bill, just decide that I would have done 4 for $4. Like if you pick out and we go out to lunch and it's $80, and then I'm like, I got
take you out
20.
to if I take you out lunch.
No, I said I'm paying for it. You pick the place. You pick the place.
Right.
And it's like
That's what
$80, and then it's like I got 20 on it because we could have ate for 20.
That's why you should have just made that shit clear in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We can avoid that. But you feel me? Now I just feel like I felt like that was some real as far as the culture. That's why we have these kind of crazy conversations, because I felt like this whole shit is ridiculous, because I don't understand why they mad, and then I mean the whole the other 40 nigga what? The math ain't mathing, like they say. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what
The math ain't mathing with
But
me
ain't
at
that what
all.
we do, though? But ain't that what we do? Like, because we want what we want, not what we can afford. Like, that's just.
But you don't get mad and act like, and that's what I'm saying. It's okay to want that. It's bro. Everybody be living above their means and shit. Like I do that shit all the time.
Niggas
I be doing
dying
shit.
above their
But
means.
they
I
do
be doing
die
shit.
beyond
Cut
their
to me.
means.
He just said it.
Dang.
Cut to me. Niggas be dying above their means.
They do.
Niggas don't even just be living above
They
their
dying
means.
above their
They
means.
be dying above their means.
I'm hashtagging it. I like it. I'm hashtagging it and I like it. Dying above their means. Let me save that.
That's a
Save
slogan
for
for
later.
some insurance.
Yeah,
That's-
dying above your means.
Don't
You feel
die
me?
above your
I'm literally
means.
typing this in my notes, nigga, so I don't forget it. You feel me? Come on, fam. Like I just think that was just completely just unnecessary, and I just felt like that was a nigga moment for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's surrounding a fucking a tragedy. You know what I'm
But
saying?
like I
Dude was
said,
young. He
you
had
did-
potential.
you did skirt
Why
on my
y'all
question.
kicking up all this goddamn dust? You know what I'm saying?
Like, do you still keep these capitalistic viewpoints? Like when we get to the NFL, because I know you're
Let's
an
get to the
avid
NFL.
sports fan.
I
And
am
it's
a sports fan.
And so
DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah, the situation.
Right.
Um,
The young man almost died on the field.
with Skip.
Right.
And I said, like, hey, so.
Oh no. Let me. Let me go. I'm gonna make some of you niggas mad now. I can't fucking stand Skip. If you're not a sports person, you can go past this part because you might not know who I'm talking about. I can't motherfucking stand Skip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Skip Bayless. And if you don't know what that is, and you're not really a sports fan or a sports media person, you don't really watch sports talk shows and stuff. He's a guy, he's got a show with Shannon Sharp, who used to be an NFL player. Him and Shannon Sharp have a show on Fox called Undisputed. It's a debate show. It's a sports debate show. He used to be on the show on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith, all right? They had a falling out. He left, went to Fox, and they made a new show with him and Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp and him got a show called Undisputed. It's a debate show where they just talk and debate about sports stuff. It's a sports debate show. It is created to cause debates about sports topics, right? When DeMar Hamlin was, on the field and they was, working on him, and I thought I didn't know if he was dead or alive because I'm literally watching the game and I'm just seeing how long he's down there. Then I see like they said, oh, he's doing CPR on him. I'm like, CPR? You don't hear that a lot on the football field. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch football all the time, so I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But then I saw the whole play. And he stood up, so I was like,
yeah, I seen that.
So I knew he didn't like snap his neck or nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck happened to him? And then they crowded around him. They wouldn't let you see or whatever. But I knew it was serious. And I even posted, I was like, damn, is this guy dead? That was my first post about the whole situation. I was like, hey, is this dude dead on the field? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, whoa. Because he been down for a minute now at this point. You know what I'm saying? And so fast forward to the whole conversation. Skip Bayless made a tweet about DeMar. And essentially, I got to be honest with you. What he said was not, he didn't say anything like fucked up. It's the timing of when he said it. It's like he shouldn't even said that shit, but he was asking a general question about what the NFL would do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how are they gonna fix this game? What are they gonna do? Because they had never been in this situation. They thought this man died on the field. They trying to bring him back to life the first time. So he basically alluded to what are they gonna do? Are they gonna finish this game or postpone it? He just asked the question, but he didn't preface it right. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody jumped on his head on Twitter. I felt like that was an overreaction because motherfuckers just don't like Skip. Like I don't like his motherfucking ass either. But being somebody that does media and I can understand how your words can get construed, okay, I can't realistically be like, I don't understand what he was saying. I fucking did. I got what he was saying, but I don't like his ass anyway. So that's just making up for all.
I just wanted to make sure that you were still
that just makes up. No,
that's
not what I said.
The season went
I didn't
off exactly how it needed to go.
Skip. Let me get to the point. That's not what I said. That's not what he said. Now, fast forward to the news today. That why you trying to twist my words? It came out today. Right before I pulled up here, and you talked about it, so we said we're going to discuss it on the show. It came out today that the NFL actually lied. All right, Vincent, his name is Vincent, the guy that's the second in command in the NFL. They came out the day that it all happened and said we were never going to finish the game. It was never even an option. Well, come to find out, they lied. It was a report that came out today that said they actually was trying to finish the game, but the coaches was basically for the team was like, nah, we can't play. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Right. But it's coming out now that the NFL actually wanted to fucking continue the game. And listen, my whole thing about that is that was the first time that ever happened.
What Tony said, he said Skip and said so much racist stuff in the past that people just assume.
Right. That's exactly what happened. But even though when I read the tweet myself, I was like, it ain't that bad, but fuck them, let them get them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just making up for all the shit you done said before. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
that's
like
what
you see a nigga getting jumped who deserved it though.
Hey, that was right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't do nothing that time, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I felt. He's just right. I got to be honest with you. When everybody was making a big deal about that tweet, I was like, that wasn't that bad, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let
that one coming.
Have at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an asshole, right? But so it's coming out, and so the basic point of the conversation, why you keep trying to false accuse me of being a capitalist, yes, you are. Is that you're trying to say the NFL?
Come out the closet, bro.
You're trying to say that the NFL should have finished the game.
Blizm.
I don't think the NFL should have finished the game. That's what I was trying to get to my point. I don't think they should have.
You're a Republican and everything.
They should have not have lied. They shouldn't have lied. If they wanted to finish the game, they could have just said it.
Just gonna ignore me.
They shouldn't have lied. They got caught.
Listen, they should have. All right, so do you think there's anything wrong with them wanting to finish the game?
Initially, because that's what they always do. But this was a different situation. Bro, that's the first time they've ever done. All of this is the first time a bitch almost died on the field, had to be brought by the life, and the first time they postponed the fucking game. Especially an important game between two division rivals when the fucking number one seed is on the line. That is a lot of fucking shit.
All right, so here's the thing. For all these niggas who got a problem with this, you motherfuckers then got a text from a promoter to come out to a party in the middle of a fucking blizzard during a tornado watch, where it may have been a few thousand on the line. Ain't it like motherfucking a multi-billion-dollar situation? Like,
Right.
You got the whole rest of the season, you got the Super Bowl, like all of this shit, it's so much shit that comes off of this.
Right.
Like, this ain't just one game.
Right.
This
ain't week 1 preseason or some shit.
Yeah,
This is week 17, and then these are two division. These guys are jockeying for a position in their conference. This is billions of dollars decisions. Tickets that were been sold that people done bought and they're never gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Season ticket holders that pay for this money, vendors, everything. It's a lot of money involved. But DeMar Hamlin life is definitely more important than that, right? But if they would have just postponed the game,
we gonna be 100% honest.
yeah, right. That was the focus.
It's more important to who?
It was not the NFL. The NFL number one goal is money.
Or like hell.
But the point is they're trying to act like it was.
But let's keep it real. Like, more important to who? Like, it's a lot of people who talking and the idea, the concept of life. This particular, like it's motherfucker who bought these tickets and then already planned a trip to Phoenix.
Right.
And that's a horrible life. Skip just asked what motherfuckers was already thinking.
Right.
And that's the whole thing where motherfuckers, that's why motherfuckers was just thinking it and not asking it because motherfuckers afraid to speak because this is what we do.
Right. Right. I felt like he died he died on the wrong hill, but he deserved to die on the hill.
He deserved to die.
He deserved to die on the hill. He just
It
died.
was the wrong hill.
He was the wrong hill. They attacked that nigga on. But he did deserve to die on the hill. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. For other shit he said.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that whole thing, but that was one of those sensationalized moments where everybody, and then Shannon Sharp didn't make it no better by not coming to work the next day. Shannon Sharp called in. Yeah. And then when he came back to work the day after that, they got into it. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole argument about the shit on the air, live on the air for people to see. But if you're a sports fan, just for the record, I think they concocted that whole fight just to make y'all talk about them and trend for 2 days after that. Yeah. But that's my personal opinion. I don't think Shannon Sharp was really that upset about it. That's just what they do. That's the nature of their show, is debating and yelling at each other every fucking morning for
It's
2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Fox does. That's like Fox's blueprint for every fucking show.
Right. Just rile the motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. But I just want to say, man, that was some amazing shit. That dude is out of the hospital already. That shit ain't been a week. I was expecting for them. I ain't gonna lie. When they said he woke up, I'm like, man, that's a blessing. But he out of the hospital already. He might be on the sideline for the next game. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not gonna play, but
NFL.
he might pull up to the game.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, if he was in the wheelchair, he would still be. That's how the NFL works.
Roll his ass right out there. Fucking had the cameras on him and sell. That man's charity. That man had a charity that had $2,500 in it. Right. That shit is over $8 million. That shit is almost $10 million.
So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about how black people can't support you unless you down.
Yeah, I can't.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Them ain't black people. I guarantee you, them ain't black people that's making that goddamn charity pop. Them white folks. Them is white folks. White folks saw this whole thing play out in front of them.
So black
white
people
folks give you the world when they feel bad.
Black people don't
White folks will
get
give you the world
help
when they feel
and
bad.
support until they're down.
Huh?
They don't get help and support until they're down.
Yeah, but then again, okay, let's be fair. How many white people all these people that saw this? Because there's a lot of NFL white people fans that don't know that guy. That guy was not a first round draft pick. He was like a 6th round draft pick. Nobody even knew who the hell his name was. He was not a star. He was not.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't a star. You feel what I'm saying? He barely, he
was
just
in the NFL.
He was in the NFL, but he wasn't a star. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a known name, a household name. So in fairness, they may never even heard of his charity or even knew who the hell it was to be able to get to it. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? The sensationalism of his injury and him almost dying on TV while they were watching something that they do all the time, which is the NFL, which is the number one consumed sports product in America, and also one of the highest consumed products in the country just outside of sports. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's millions of people that watch this every Sunday, right? I gotta get a and they never heard of this guy, but they heard of this story. They saw the story, and it moved them. And when you move white people, when you touch them right here,
open them pockets.
That ain't nothing. $5 ain't nothing. $10 ain't nothing. And with 5 times a million is what? Mm-hmm. 5 million real quick. Or maybe 10, 20 million, 20 million, 50 cents, 20 million people. It's $10 million. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's real easy to get that when you got that many people looking at you almost, feeling for you like, oh my God, I hope he pulls through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in all fairness, I can't even say that it's crazy how that happens. Because is that just like the ultimate promotional platform?
It is.
I mean, because
GoFundMe is such a great vehicle.
That shit didn't have $2,000, $2,500 in it. That shit went up to $8 million in a couple of days. Just his charity. And it's a good thing. I'm glad.
It is.
He seems like a really good person. I don't know, but from everything that they've shown about him, I think that money gonna go to good use and probably gonna go to some black kids who never would have got a fucking dime in life from the same white folks. You feel what I'm saying? Probably walk right past them in the street. Clutch their purse, too, when they walk by them. You feel what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up, bro. I ain't lying. Think about it. How that shit work. You feel what I'm saying?
From Florida, people.
I am. Man. Say less.
If DeMar make it back to that game, to the sideline, y'all make sure he's standing up for the anthem.
I'm being serious, man. Think about how that shit happened, how that works. Like, what do you say about that? It's a good thing, but is that like
he missed that?
What you said?
He said, make sure if he at the sideline for that game, make sure he stand up for the anthem. I was like, what if he came back, right, on the sideline and kneel?
Them white folks gonna want their money back. They gonna got them call GoFundMe.
They gonna call and ask, how y'all close Kanye bank account? Yeah.
Oh, where's Kanye? I guess he's missing.
He back. He resurfaced today.
I didn't give a fuck if he was back or not, though, by the way.
But you know, man,
nigga, being missing is a choice.
Listen.
Being missing is a choice, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Being missing is a choice. Fuck that nigga. Yeah.
What is something that happened to Kanye?
Being missing is a choice, nigga.
What is something that happened?
That was a choice.
What if it
being missing was a choice? Why do we always end up back on this nigga?
I don't know why you always bring him up. Every time we come in here, like
I didn't bring this nigga up.
You had your Yeezy boots on before you came into the studio.
Being missing is a choice.
Yo, so how do you feel about all this shit, this faux Yeezy shit that's coming out now? You have the Nike slides that look like the Yeezy slides. You got the new boost that Adidas are releasing without the Yeezy on. Like everybody, like they just made it like shit. We just gonna release all this shit that we just gonna do what he was doing. Like
everybody want to beat up on Kanye.
They pay less version of Yeezy shit now.
I mean, that's what it's worth. Shit was ugly anyway. She should have been in Payless in the first place. This nigga come on, man. All them shoes ugly.
Them shoes from 2029, from 2030, they futuristic.
All his clothes.
That's just my personal opinion. I never bought them because I didn't like how they looked.
No, nigga. Like, remember
they were ugly
when we were young. What was it? Fucking Wesley Snipes and the Demolition Man. Uh-huh. Like Kanye made clothes that looked like it was from a sci-fi movie in 1984.
Right. Like, and everybody was like, "Oh, if you didn't want to," bro. I'm so sick of Kanye West. I just can't. I don't have any more for Kanye. If Kanye was missing and he was missing and he chose to be, being missing is a choice.
They say he just popped up with a new woman.
Oh, okay. Well,
another white girl.
All right then. I guess he's alive.
The only anti-black thing he ever did.
What?
Was date a white woman.
No, that's not true at all.
That's the one that they really mad at him for. That's the one. Listen.
He had killed, but no. I'm not going to let you get away with that. No.
Listen.
That is not why they were mad. He was with Kim forever.
Even if he stayed with Amber.
He wasn't with Kim forever.
He was with her, but how many kids they got? And they all about 4, 5
We
years
talking
got
about,
busy
we
with
talking
it.
about before Kim.
Huh? What you mean?
Like, who was he with before Kim?
Well, he had a black girlfriend. You know, the
Yeah.
first girl. Then you had Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Ain't she black?
Yeah.
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 Amber Rose, yeah.
She black. Even though I don't know what the hell wrong with her.
It was like,
She just got into who did she just get into it with somebody again
I don't
recently?
know.
She was.
Oh,
she
she's on a
got into it.
podcast, right?
Yeah,
Telling
she
niggas
got-
to mind their business about being in whole business.
Yeah, she got into it with somebody
Let's
famous
talk
though.
about the shamelessness.
Don't be on here slut shaming now. You know.
Oh, slut shaming? That's what it's called? Yeah. That's when she did
you
the
know
slut
that was
walk.
her whole thing. Yeah. Slut
Yeah, no,
walk.
I mean, so you want me to be you want me to be just you want to be proud to be a hoe. Okay, well just be proud to be a hoe.
But hold on. So here's a question.
What?
How come she can't be proud to be a hoe? But
She
niggas-
can.
No, wait. Like, from a cultural standpoint, slut
Just know that you a hoe.
Slut shaming seems ridiculous, and we got to remind you a hoe, right?
Right.
But a nigga can be proud of being a shooter, being a robber, being like all these things where niggas really get hurt.
Right.
At least her being a hoe brings the nigga some joy.
Okay. But what do you want me to say about them niggas though? Let them
Like
niggas
we
do
don't
it.
shame. Why ain't we
Who
shooter
said we
shaming?
shame?
Why ain't we
why,
shooter
why,
shaming?
do, why do
Why
I
ain't
gotta
we shooter
why,
shaming?
why do I gotta be shaming you just to call out what you are? If you a hoe, you a hoe.
Because
If you ain't a hoe, you ain't
often
even talking
the
about it.
context in which is being called out is
What?
derogatory or to make you feel shame about what you are.
If you a hoe, you a hoe.
It ain't calling it like, hey, you're a doctor. It's like, get up out of here, you doctor. Like, motherfuckers don't say. It's like, that bitch a hoe. Like, it's like that's how niggas say it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's slut shaming. That's shaming. If you think that's what she is, you're doing it to shame her.
Okay.
But we don't shame shooters. We don't shame robbers. We
depending
don't
hold
shame-
on. Depending on what them shooters shooting. Because letting they go up there and shoot a motherfucking school up or kill an old person, nigga, we is shaming them niggas. Yes, we is. Yes, we are.
See, that's why
So it
we
depends
need
on what.
counseling.
Yes, we
Niggas
are.
But
need
an
to
old
figure out
person,
ways-
but
I'm
an
just
old
saying.
person was
You know what I'm
once
saying?
a.
Resolve their
If
issues.
you
that don't
if
involve
you go,
shooting
it
niggas.
depends on what you shooting. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you shooting somebody, you shooting a known op, and y'all two grown niggas and y'all had beef, it is what it is, pimp. But if you shoot a goddamn innocent person for no reason, nigga, yes the streets
Man,
is
this
shaming you.
fuck ass granny keep calling the cops on me because I can just keep having parties. I'm just trying to have some fun and shit. She calling the police and shit. What about that?
What about what? Somebody calling the police?
Yeah, she snitching.
And then if is she an old person?
Yeah.
And you having a party at 4 a.m. right next door?
Man, it could be at like.
Okay, hold
10.
on. What's the age limit for snitching?
What's the cutoff
you
for
keyed
snitching?
in on that whole shit.
What's
I
the
feel like it's
what's the
an
cutoff? for
Why
snitching?
you having a party at 4 o'clock in the morning? You know that old lady live right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already know she gonna call the police. Why you doing it?
shit.
Why you doing that?
I think it's
She, you know what I'm saying? That's just stupid shit. Like,
you gotta be.
but we shame shooters when they do fucking bullshit when they shooting the wrong person.
Hold on, so why don't
We do
why
it
don't
all the
we
time.
Just,
We shame the nigga that shot Takeoff.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you should only
Genuine.
hoe shame if she fucking broke niggas.
So what?
You should only hoe shame if she fucking broke niggas.
That's why we make a definitive term. We
If
call
she-
when she a hoe and she all she was for rich niggas. We got a term for it. It's called gold digging. A gold digging hoe. That's what we specify. But we got to
You
put the
can't-
preface in front of it.
Oh, so the host still gets tagged on.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we got to put the preface in front of it though.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got to make sure
crazy.
we got to put that what's that pronoun in front of it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
You got a
Oh,
pronoun?
man.
Yeah, the pronoun in front of it.
Adjective.
Adjective,
like,
whatever. Okay, I don't know.
modifier.
I ain't do good in English.
Yo,
I'm just saying though, like
crazy.
that's why you say that though.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean,
I think her whole argument with that guy was he was talking about a chick getting paid basically, for sex. They weren't saying it, but she was like, "Why is it your business that she making money like that?" But it's like, cause she putting herself out there like this. She can make $50,000 doing this, but she got to play on the other side. Somebody want to pay her $2 million, but they see her out here doing whole shit. It's like, who cares? So what if she lost out on $2 million? She getting this 50. Why is it your business?
Y'all talking
that,
on- hold
that
on.
was her
Hold on.
argument.
yes, sir. See, that's contradictory because aren't they talking on the podcast?
Yeah. It was a
Okay, so
podcast.
somebody we having a discussion. We on the podcast. That's what
Yeah.
we're talking about it. So I don't even understand why it's your business. What we talking about on the fucking show on the podcast? None of this big scar shit and Gucci shit is my business. But I'm talking about it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who don't like I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on a fucking podcast, nigga. That's why I'm talking about it.
Right.
It's a show. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking about it today, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it depends on, because she was arguing with somebody, though. She was just in the news arguing. Who was it? Like one of the bigger, Joe Budden. Joe Budden. And they got into
Really?
it about
Okay.
but whatever the fuck they got into it about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, people already know, man. When you say that, when you use the term hoe, what you kind of it's loosely, it's just like nigga. It's just shit that we probably shouldn't use these terms or whatnot or whatever, but we fucking do. People do it all the time.
I don't
And,
think
you know,
you should use hoe as loosely as nigga. You should be using.
But women use it. But women use it. But women,
Really,
but women
but-
use it loose. These days, women use it more loosely than men.
That's bitch. They use loosely.
Oh, I'm
Not
sorry.
hoe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These
I-
bitches be calling these hoes hoes.
Right. Don't these bitches.
You a mess.
Don't these bitches. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies.
No, like, it's so, but it go back to the N word. It's like
It's like, okay,
it's like,
how
no,
many
we
times
can-
we gonna have that discussion?
it's
There's
like-
so much more that we can talk about because niggas gonna say nigga and people gonna say hoe and bitch and whatever.
Right. And
But
Drake
you
but
offended,
here's
just,
the
I don't know
thing.
what to tell you.
And
But
Drake
here's the
gonna
thing.
say both,
You
and
will
y'all ain't gonna
correct
say shit.
You will correct someone who's not who you feel should not be saying it.
Drake.
Saying it.
That's right.
And that's what Amber Rose is doing. Those are our terms. We use those.
Nah, we've been using that for a long time. You can't take them back.
No, see, they taking the power out of the word. That's what the slut walk is about.
Okay.
Maybe we need to do a nigga walk.
Maybe so. But until then, you know.
Man.
All right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understood her point when she was doing the slut walk and the slut shaming and all that. Yeah, you want to be proud
You
to be
gotta
a hoe?
take the stigma
Go
out.
ahead,
That's-
be it,
that's
but you
what
still a
that's
hoe.
for.
If you still have fucking all these
You
niggas,
can be a proud hoe.
be a proud hoe.
I'm
Just
just hearing
Put the
all
back
of
end
your
on it.
arguments in the voice of a southern white person. Yeah, you do your Million Man March. You still a nigga? I was like,
to him, I'm probably gonna be that. Why am I trying to change him? I don't listen. I'm not one of these black people that's trying to change white folks. I'm just gonna punch you in your motherfucking mouth when you say it to me, nigga.
Oh, God.
That's what's gonna happen. Now I ain't trying to change how you look at the world. Look at the world how you want to. If you call me nigga, I'm gonna knock your bitch ass out.
We ain't got
That's
no
just what's gonna
music in
happen. You know
here.
what I'm saying?
You got him a
I
bitch
need
too?
some music.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Right there.
Got no tabs.
I'm just saying. I ain't trying to change these all these old southern crackers and how they think. Nigga, you gonna be dead soon. Who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying?
There you go. You're gonna be
But I
dead
will
soon.
slap you
Just-
to your motherfucking knees if you say it to me.
and just run
And
that
that's what-
life
and that's what
insurance
it's
when
gonna
you're
be.
done.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. If you say that shit to me, I'm gonna knock your motherfucking ass out, and that's what it's gonna be. And so I ain't trying to change their ass. I don't know why people be trying to change these folks, bro.
We
People is how they
got
are.
we
They
got a
are who they
few
are.
listeners across the platform. Y'all send in y'all questions, comments. Send in some
Yo,
stuff y'all
shout
want
out
us
to
to
Frank
touch
the rap
on, to
scene.
talk about.
I don't know.
T, Transcendent
We're gonna be back
Enterprises.
next week answering some questions. Y'all send me some good shit in the DM or something so we can, talk about
Yeah,
all
ask
the
Kim in
bullshit
the
y'all
DM.
got going on. Yeah,
Ask him in the DM.
Ask me in the DM, because what are we doing here?
All right. It's a lot. It's always so much to talk about in the
So
world,
much. And it's
especially
like,
when you just
I
open
learn
it
so
up.
much about you every episode. Like I find out more and more that
Yeah,
you
it's
are.
like layers of onions.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am.
Unpeeling
And that-
Blizm.
I got 3 people living in
And
me,
at the
so
core is a
Oh,
capitalist.
really?
Yeah, I got-
All of them are one
yeah.
is a capitalist. One is a
one might
Republican.
be.
He a closet capitalist.
One is a Republican.
You know, when they speak so hard against something, they really be for it. So we're gonna find out how much money Blizm got tucked away. Capitalizing.
I ain't never been scared to
I'm
make
gonna
no
cap-
money.
cap-
fucking
cap-
I ain't never been scared. I ain't never been scared to make no money. So you know what I mean. And I will get it how I live. So yeah.
Play us off some music, Kelby. What you got?
I ain't got.
He got
nothing
the
over
pass loaded
You
up.
got
Yeah,
nothing over there. You
huh.
ain't got no hand claps, no.
Nothing. He ain't got nothing in
Nothing.
there.
Ain't nothing over
All right, we gonna. I
You
mean,
deleted everything.
what?
You deleted everything.
No, you did it when you had to wipe it. We gotta get this one. We gotta get this one together though. I gotta come up. We gotta load.
Yeah, but
up.
this was good. This was good. Y'all tuned in. What are we doing here on Culture and Convos?
Yeah.
We got Blizm,
Culture
K100
and
Radio.
Convo.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up and get some theme music. That ain't
What's
gonna
a
work.
capitalist? What are we doing? Blizm is definitely
Blizm
not
is a
a
capitalist.
capitalist.
He
He
is
a
a
closet
He is
capitalist.
a capitalist. He's like, listen, he gonna get to this bread. Like, listen, fuck all that. Fuck
That's Laylo. Is that Laylo?
That's
Yeah, it's
Laylo.
Laylo.
What's up,
Laylo, what up,
Laylo?
Laylo?
He's like,
I just saw his
fuck
name on the
them
chat.
kids, fuck them kids.
First of all-
listen,
I'm not a capitalist. Nah, for real though. I'm not a capitalist, but this is why I hate. Before we go, we gotta
but I
wrap it
love
up.
some money.
Let me zoom in
That
on
don't
that.
make you a capitalist because I feel like a capitalist will get money no matter what. And don't get me wrong, every drug dealer is a capitalist. And I sold dope, right? So I understand that it was immoral for me to sell drugs to my own fucking people in order to get money. I did that. I regret that I did it, but I fucking did it. So there's something to me that's a capitalist, obviously, right?
You're a remorseful capitalist.
No, it's just that now that I'm older, I realize that money ain't every fucking. Some shit you just can't fucking do. You know what I'm saying? Some
Money
shit you
ain't
just shouldn't
everything,
fucking
but it's most of the things.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit you just shouldn't fucking do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you grow and you live and you learn. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of selling dope, I probably rob a bank. You know what I'm saying? Not even rob a bank literally, but like find a way to like do white collar crime if I had it all do over.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Instead of selling crack to my own people, I would go back in time and I would find a way to do white collar crime and rob white folks.
Before we get out here, so I gotta ask you.
Rob rich people.
I gotta ask you on this.
Yeah.
So what are your feeling about this whole generation of scammers and scam rap?
I don't like the
Because that's basically what you just said.
Yeah, I don't again, I'm against the scamming of the ones you know who ain't got it. But if you scamming them rich motherfuckers,
What is scamming the system?
if you gaming the system, scamming rich motherfuckers.
See, I got a
it's
problem
like,
with that because somebody stole my credit card last year.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't got it, so they don't need to be stealing from us. They need to be goddamn hitting the Wall Street.
Nah,
tycoons.
nigga.
Oh, tell
That's
the
what he
story.
said. I just ain't got it.
Tell the story.
So for May, how many? 4 months?
Huh?
Somebody was charging the car. Was it 4 months?
4 months.
You ain't noticed it
Somebody-
for 4 months,
Yeah, I ain't got it though.
but, you
But
ain't,
somebody
4
had
months?
Casey lost his wallet.
Yeah, like we left.
But don't y'all got
left
like
the
alerts
club.
turned on y'all shit?
It was like
I mean,
we pay for a lot of shit. We take
Yes.
care of a lot of shit.
Right.
So it was like it kind of went under the radar. And I was like, and it was just so here's what they did. Like they connected all the accounts to PayPal, and it was just fucking
gaming on Facebook.
buying stupid shit like about some
Some little kid then.
No,
Yeah, no.
grown-ass-
Grown
listen,
women.
grown-ass man.
2 grown
Grown-ass
women.
woman with
Okay,
kids.
so here's a question for
How
the
y'all
people.
find out?
No, here's a question because I'm a woman. I fucking find anything, private eye. Here's a question for the audience though: to press charges or not to press charges?
Was it family?
No.
Fuck her.
That's what I said.
Y'all snitch ass motherfuckers. I was just texting y'all. Fuck that.
But what's
Yes.
here's the real question. What's the cut? What's
You
your
keep your
cutoff
crimes
for
away from me,
snitching?
nigga.
What's your cutoff for snitching? What's the dollar amount where you feel like
No.
okay,
Listen.
this
I ain't gonna lie.
gotta
Hold
pay.
on.
What was it? How much did
Did,
she
hold on.
How much did she
Hold
charge? her?
Hold on. Real talk. Did y'all get all the recruit? Did the bank wipe it all out and did it?
Yes.
Yeah,
They
they
did?
did. They just
Okay.
did because it was a credit card. We don't use debit
Right.
cards.
Okay. So you know, and y'all find out how you find out who she was though.
because the
Man.
bitch ordered something from Grubhub.
In group, she was ordering shit to the fucking house. Like you,
I got her
we gotta
name.
get these dumb criminals out the street.
I got her name. I got her address. I got the other lady's info who she sent the card to and let her use it to. Oh, they was swiping up, playing poker and bingo and all kinds of shit on Facebook. So it's
much
like,
was
so
How much was
I
it?
looked the girl up. She got 3 little boys, 3 little bitty kids.
All right, let it go. Let it go.
How many?
But
how much
but what's
was
your
it?
cutoff? How much? No, I want
much-
to tell.
If I got all the money back, let it ride.
how
be
much?
like,
What's your cutoff?
I might inbox that hoe and be like, look, bitch, I know you had my card, hoe.
I did
should
inbox
fuck, I
her.
should fuck you up. I'm letting you know right now I didn't, bitch, because I seen you got kids, hoe. But
That's-
you got
that's
You
what I
can't, you
did.
can't let these motherfuckers hide behind these kids, Blizm.
I inboxed her like, hey.
Listen loves the kids.
You don't. You're a goddamn
don't.
capitalist.
No. I inboxed her on Instagram. I found her on Instagram like, hey, I know you found my husband's wallet. Got the ID. Mail the wallet. I said, I don't give a fuck what you
'Cause that
spent.
was really
Because
the
it was
whole
cash
thing.
in the
It was like-
wallet.
Right.
I said, send me the wallet back and we're going to be good. She didn't send it back.
I'll never carry cash.
Well, at that point,
All right,
she
listen.
do- no.
Wait. Hold on. Listen.
No, she
listen,
can't do that.
Listen. I never carry cash. I had to go to the ATM to pay some people.
Right.
And then I may have had like 300 cash in the wallet. And it was just like, and it been there in there for months because I don't use cash.
Right.
So you got $300 cash. That wasn't good enough.
How much you think she spent on the credit card, Blizm?
Probably a couple of racks, because y'all let it ride for 4 fucking months, so they just keep riding out.
20
Yeah.
racks.
Yeah. She ran it up.
Yeah.
She ran it up.
So it's like, I got her name. I got
did.
all the
She
transactions.
needs to be disciplined, Bliss.
Listen, and it's just waiting. I'm just waiting because I got like a case number.
Right.
Because I had to file a police report and shit
Right.
because I got to get my money back from the bank. It's a lot of fucking money.
Now, as long as you ain't
I
getting
had
stuck
to
with
get new IDs. I had to all change
Credit
all my shit. I
cards.
had shit that got cut off.
Everything's
because of
on-
the
everything's on
cards are
auto
off,
pay.
Like because everything's on auto pay, so I had to switch every fucking thing out.
You doing
Like,
too much adulting.
It's just
I don't do auto pay.
I did.
So
Let me
here's
decide if I
the
wanna pay you
question:
this month.
Do I fax her information to the investigator?
Hey,
Because he's
whenever-
just waiting
hey,
on me
I
to
have
send.
told
it.
her
Hey,
this
let's
for
check
months.
this out. If them folks ask you for this, if they say, listen, we need proof and in order to help
I
you
got
wipe out this
proof.
debt. Now, if they needed to wipe out the debt, that whole got the goddamn hang, my nigga.
But
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
gone though. They wiped it out though.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we had to get the police report in order to get that taken care of with the
yeah, I
financial
understand. Yeah,
institution.
yeah.
But like
Morally, you just pissed at this bitch.
Right. I'm just
More-
like,
like,
bitch,
listen,
like you had 300.
like
however much money was in the
but that's
wallet.
that nigga shit.
Cash.
Let's go back to the beginning of this shit, motherfucker. Like you just came up. You just got $300 just fell in your lap.
Yep.
Hey.
And
wait,
it was
wait,
like,
wait.
yo,
Okay, let me
you know
tell y'all
what
right
I'm gonna
now.
do?
That's not how you
I'm gonna look at this nigga and this license and steal from him and his family.
I could have said, hey. I got away with selling those 3 rocks. I shouldn't do it no more, nigga. No, I wanted to sell the whole fucking kilo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You feel me?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to cook that whole motherfucker up.
But
You know what I'm saying?
understood what ran with that, though.
I understand.
You understood what came with that.
Okay, so I'm just
Like,
saying.
Yo, she played
so
the game.
I'm just saying, don't make
she
it.
played the game.
Don't make it seem like she got the 300 and she's supposed to quit and she got the card. She just swiping away.
No. Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
you really should have.
Yeah, she. No, I mean, no. Just look at the look.
Like, because she clearly doesn't do this.
Yeah, because she ordered to her house and all that.
It's like,
Oh, the
You know what I'm
other
saying? She-
lady
she
kind of
just
got
stupid.
like a city job. She like works for the city.
Okay, so I mean, damn. What?
yo, my wife, don't fuck with my wife.
I found them bitches on Facebook. I found them on Instagram. I found everything. It's like just looking at y'all like so.
Transcendent says that bitch stole from you and there's consequences, or else the bitch ain't learned shit. Well,
That's where I'm at with it.
Okay.
Like, motherfuckers gotta learn.
go ahead then. I guess
Like,
give them.
but,
Go on,
like,
go
my
on,
wife
go on
ain't
ahead
a-
and go on
my
ahead.
wife-
This is
You know
a,
what?
All right, we on the air right now
Passionate.
on the podcast.
What y'all think?
We are.
What are we doing
basically
here?
Stamping this moment and saying it's okay for you to snitch.
Thank you.
It's okay for you to
Thank
snitch, I
you.
guess.
I've been with that shit. Like, nigga, I
My
told you,
mentor got
keep
in my
your crimes
head.
away from me, nigga. I see everything, nigga.
No, but my mentor got in my head. She was like, you got your money back. She got kids. You know, she's just trying to survive.
I
and
probably would
make
let
it.
it live too. You know what
But
I'm saying?
20,000 on Facebook playing poker ain't surviving making it, bitch. I wouldn't be
If-
wrestling
if you
with
had did
telling
some
if you
shit,
have done
you
something with the
was
shit.
fucking off doing stupid shit and you got 3 little
The
kids.
only thing she paid for that made sense was a $50 bill to Georgia Power. And that's who I really had to fight. Them niggas was like, nah.
It's like, yeah,
I'm
fuck
like,
that
nigga,
shit. I
$50.
don't
This
give a
ain't even
fuck.
my bill. I'm like, this ain't even my bill. She paid a $50 Georgia Power bill.
Right.
$20,000 on Facebook games.
Okay.
Grubhub, JJ's Fish,
wasn't even good
and
food.
Family Dollar.
It's like,
Name, address, email address, like.
So go ahead and
Just sitting right there.
Go ahead and just turn to go.
And this is the thing we wrestle with because it's like what we talk about, like what was like black people. You try, no, seriously,
Go
you
ahead and
you try to help black people. This is a great example. Black mother, 3 kids, single mom. She just stole $20,000 from me, right? So I'm looking like you got $20,000. What did you do with it? So you want to help black people. You don't want to send them to jail and call police, but you gonna still do some shit with it. Cause bitch, you about to go to jail for 4 months of fun poker on Facebook. and what
Hey.
you got to show for it? Nothing.
Yeah.
And that's the black plight. But I'm supposed to
Well,
let
I mean,
her. I'm supposed to let her
white
ride
people-
because
white
she a
people
single
scam
black
too.
mother.
no, but here's the thing.
I'm supposed to
The
let her
only
ride.
Listen, if I said she was a white woman with 3 kids, would you still have the same
Probably not.
empathy, nigga?
Like fuck that
Like,
bitch.
Let's talk.
But I am.
Throw the book at
But I
her.
am who I am. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the
Yeah.
point. This is the thing, like where racism comes into effect. It because we let each other slide with bullshit.
Yeah.
So we eat the loss. Like we go out into the world and we deal with racism, lower pay, all these different things, and then we come into our communities and we steal from each other, and without consequences or repercussions.
But they didn't even know you was black, nigga.
She got
Motherfucker,
the
my
wallet, the
Huh?
ID,
Nigga,
the wallet.
my fucking license.
Your ID and all that?
Yes,
It was the whole. It was the entire wallet.
Okay.
It was the entire wallet.
Well, then go fuck it in. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and got it.
Yeah.
Just the
down
fact,
on
like,
it.
yo, because
I guess I don't know.
Like at the, you know,
I probably would have said fuck it, but if
Here's
you
my
said
thing.
if you go ahead and give
I'm
listen,
like, yo,
I didn't lose $1,000. I ain't had to make none of them calls. I ain't sell the phone
Yo,
with the
I
folks.
was so-
If I would have had to go through all that, I probably would be where you at right now.
And I didn't realize it until like.
I'm like, man, fuck this bitch too.
Because I only had one
Probably.
thing on
I
one of
probably
my
like that.
cards. It was only one of my cards. It's only because it was like one of my cards that I have one thing that gets paid on, and I never keep any money on it. It's
Right.
like a PayPal card or some shit. And so I was like, this is off? Why is that off? It was like the payment guy. Why is that off? And I go through, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
But you knew you had lost the wallet though.
You know how you lose your wallet, but
Yeah.
you think it's somewhere in the house?
Okay.
You feel me? Like, so I'm like,
For 4 months, nigga.
yo.
Well,
we-
see, I can explain that.
Right.
I have an app where I track all the payments and stuff for the card. And when we found out the wallet was missing, I did cancel the card.
Right.
And when I canceled the card, it disconnected those transactions from that app. The card was disconnected.
Right.
So for the next few months, I hadn't been getting activity reports on this credit card. I couldn't see it.
But you didn't cancel the card itself though. Then
No, when
you canceled the
when
app
you
notification thing.
no, when you put a card in anywhere online and the card updates, smart update, it updates the card number. So I had to cancel the whole account.
Yeah.
Smart update.
Yeah.
So
Like
you
if
have
you're-
anything on recurring billing.
Oh, so yeah, y'all been doing
recurring
yeah.
billing
I
shit.
don't believe in none of that.
Yeah, so recurring billing. So let's say if your card expired and your light bill is on
Well, y'all need to call me,
auto
contact with
payment,
me.
then when your card
Because
I
when
might
your
decide
card
I don't wanna pay y'all.
updates, it updates in
Let me
the
decide if I
system.
you got the
still
servers,
Yeah,
text
yeah.
campaign, like
All right,
all these
listen, y'all,
different things. So
y'all
it's
got a lot
like,
going on. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I can't, like, nigga, because when
She
I
got
used to,
me.
nigga, something always fell through the cracks, nigga. So it was like, all right. So this was like the first time that one of the servers was down. It was like the VPS and the VPS service. So I'm like, all right, like that was for me, and that was the whole thing. Like when I look at it, I'm like, yo, I just need my fucking ID. Like at least now I know, okay, because I'm lightweight still looking around the house, still feel like
Right.
trying to remember where was I at when I did, like, because we had left. I think it was I Lounge that night. And so I wasn't feeling good, so we switched to for her to drive. So I don't know if I left it at I Lounge or dropped it somewhere, or if I dropped it when we got out the car.
Right.
And so, and I was like, or maybe I just then forgot it somewhere around the house because I do that. And so at that point, like I said, like everything that we pay for, everything we do is online, or I use my phone or some shit. So I really wasn't tripping like that. And then it was like just randomly, I was doing some work and the server was down, and it was like a whole bunch of shit going on at the same time that weekend. And it was like, I saw all that shit, and I'm like, all right. And then she went and found it, and like yo, because I need it was like stuff, I had stuff in there, like my ID, my health insurance, like I had other shit in there that I needed. And I was like, you got the money. Like, it's fucked up you did the car shit, like, but like now I know I need my ID, I need my other shit back.
Right.
And
But yeah, but her sending you the card back would have been like admitting that she did it. So
I mean,
But she did do
motherfucker,
it.
we inbox you.
I didn't want to have to. I didn't want to have to
Inbox
cancel.
you.
but
I didn't want to have to cancel that shit because he had like 3 credit cards.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Nobody was gonna just be like, okay, here's
I
your wallet
know.
back. I thought
Yeah.
it just ran up 20
Yeah.
grand. Like, nigga,
That
yes,
wasn't
unrealistic.
when she ran
Nobody's
up to
doing that.
20 though. That wasn't when she ran up to 20. I found out she ran up to 20 because I looked in the bank account and I'm like, damn, why the credit card bill $8,500? When like the shit I already paid. The credit card bill's on auto pay. So when that shit came through, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I look and the fucking credit card
Yo.
bill is $20,000.
almost
And
got my son
this is
fucked
one
up.
credit card.
Wait. I almost got my son fucked up. That's another thing.
Y'all thought he was Fortnite.
I saw like, cause is like a fucking video game,
Right.
and it's online. I'm like, nigga.
I'm like, ain't no way, Kelby. Ain't no way.
Like, yo,
You don't expect your kids to do that shit.
Everybody online is saying press those charges. So I'm, and I'm not saying y'all should. No, all bullshit aside. I'm just joking. We just talking. It's a show. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just being facetious. But seriously, I mean, yeah, I can understand why you fucking press charges on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
get it. You know what I'm saying? I again, if I got all the money, the sheer inconvenience of it is enough to piss me off. That if I was going through it in real time like you,
Yeah.
I probably would have sent them folks everything. You
My
feel what I'm
kids
saying?
lost their
And I'd be so
dental
mad.
insurance behind. Ew,
About
the
all
kids
of it.
lost their dental insurance behind that shit.
Yeah, it costs y'all a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying?
It's like dental insurance ain't been paid,
Fuck
and
it.
like, what the fuck is going on?
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, like if I'm going through a real time, like y'all going through, and this bitch done ran up 20 grand bands, and you don't find out who she is.
Because Kim didn't find out immediately, nigga. For
But
2-3
why-
days,
what you shouldn't
nigga.
even-
No, nigga. For 2-3 days, I'm walking around the house looking at Kelby like motherfucker. like I'm like, because I don't know. I'm like,
Why wouldn't you just
nigga.
ask? Wait. Okay.
No, I didn't already say. He said no.
Okay.
But what the fuck you expect him to say? You like
Oh, you ain't believe him?
No, but I do. I do because I didn't put my hands on him.
But like, who else gonna?
But at
Who
the
else
same
gonna?
I had the same
But
issue.
at the same goddamn time, nigga, if you ran up $20,000 on my card on some games, I don't expect you to say yes.
You know, there's no way you think you thought you actually thought he might have did it.
I don't listen. It was like I'm trying to figure out what this like. Yo, I'm
You
like,
lost your wallet, bro. You don't even know where your wallet at.
but then he also bought some. What was it? He had bought something on Fortnite. Like this was like crazy as fuck. Like I think a couple months prior, and he was like he had just bought something on his phone, and it was just he's done it a couple times. Like, it was like $20, $50, like little shit. I'm like, what is this? And he's like, oh yeah, I bought something. I'm like, you didn't ask, motherfucker. Like,
They don't.
So
Once you put that card on that phone one time,
So
they
at
ain't
this
asking
point,
you no more.
so at this point, I'm
They
like,
ain't asking.
I'm in a weird
They
place.
just gonna hit that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you don't ever do it. Hey, they going, no, nigga, I don't want to get my I got a couple friends who kids and fucked them up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, bro. No, all right, and we're gonna end it on this. We gotta end it. But real talk, like I just feel like I understand what you're saying, and if it's y'all and if it happened to me, I probably feel the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? That bitch scamming out here, she full of shit, and then you try to reach out and she gave you her ass a kiss. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, black, white, or indifferent. You feel me? I'm just saying that when, telling the story, I'm like, damn, shawty. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Would
Yeah,
I-
Frank
like,
playing poker.
I'm just so like, if I'd have got all my money back and everything straight, I should be like, man, I should fuck this hoe up. But I probably would just, the way I
Roll
am,
up on that.
Because then I gotta interact with the police and shit, bro. And I just I don't be wanting to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's my whole issue.
know what I'm
Like,
saying?
because
I
I'm
don't-
just looking at
I
like
started
this
to stay out of their
chick
way, bro.
and
You
these
know what I'm
little
saying?
kids, and her oldest can't be no more than like 6.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm the heartless one. I ain't give a fuck about none of that. Kim was showing me all these pictures. I'm like, and? it's like, listen. I do too much good shit for regular, real people who doing the right shit. I'm not about to do good by
Bro,
people who out here doing
I ain't
fuck
saying y'all wrong if y'all got them, hey.
Hey, listen.
Now I tell you this though. Straight up. Where it would have been a no-brainer for me on some real shit. If when I was trying to like file my police report or whatever,
Yeah.
and the police was like, "Well, listen," and they asked me a question like, "Do you know whatever? Or we need some more evidence or something in order for me to get my motherfucking money back, or for y'all to get this off my credit card." That hoe would have went down ASAP. You know what I'm saying? The bitch would have went down ASAP. Had that been
Shout out to Chase for saving that hoe.
if the folks would have said we need more evidence in order for us to cut this out and fix it,
Yeah.
we ain't got enough. We ain't just trusting your word. We need to see something. Then that bitch would have went down. I'd have sent them motherfuckers everything I got on that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I sent everything I get. I got this bitch name and everything.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
We done with this show.
I'm just saying.
No.
No, but because they didn't need all that.
Come get it back in blood.
But they, damn it, we ain't hit record.
No, I said,
It's on the live stream.
I was over there. I was
It's
like,
on the live stream. I did. It's on the live stream. Well, we still got the audio on the live stream.
We good though. We good.
We out, man. But listen, that was a crazy story. But again, like I said, now I had to fuck up then. Now. But shit, I mean, you know what I'm saying? you know, everybody on the live stream like she got to learn. So
Yeah, we gotta listen.
you got to go
We're
ahead.
the hands.
All right, when y'all gonna make a decision? Because y'all ain't got but so much time. This motherfucker
What
might be
statute of
goddamn changing her
limitations on
residence
that?
and name and everything.
No, really, I was actually waiting. I just got the last stuff what I need. The bank sent me the packet of all the
Hey,
transactions.
you know what you should do?
Because they're not in
Hey, you
my
know what you should
regular
do? You know what you should do?
statement.
Check this out. Check this out. To get this part of the show.
Extorter.
No.
Okay.
Give her one more chance. Get this part of the show,
Uh-huh.
of the show, chop it up and send this shit to her inbox. But look, bitch, we trying to save you, but the motherfuckers are telling us to lock you up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just get the live stream clip of us talking about
Give it an
this
opportunity.
part.
In 50 words or less.
Dang, Laylo.
Now tell me.
Let us know why we shouldn't send your ass up the river.
Up the
Let us say he
creek.
got hacked a couple of months too. A couple of months ago. But yeah, 20 bands, man, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Transcended like fuck that.
If you watching this, Jocelyn,
Don't say her whole name. Fuck
I ain't gonna say a whole
Go
lot.
on, no, nigga. Don't say a whole name. Say a whole name so we know it's real. Hey, you know,
I ain't gonna put you on
Say
notice,
her whole
Jocelyn.
name. Jocelyn what? What's her last name? Let me look this hoe up.
I forgot her last name.
What's her last name? Let me.
But
I want to look up on Facebook. Ken, tell me her last name. Hold on, let me find her.
we
I'm
gonna
finna look
sign
her
out,
up.
y'all, and I'm gonna show Blizm
Let me see what she look like.
what's going on.
Last name, subscribe to our Patreon.
We out. See y'all later.